Kawhi is a terrific player and a great story, David. Thanks. And the Grizzlies start out with the ball. Now we'll look at Memphis's starting group. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5.
Well, how about the handle of Russell Westbrook? Makes that slash into the defense look easy.
And of course, there's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. Think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community.
Now, here is George. After the miss from Desmond Bain. And George with the stuff.
Well, we've always known Paul George can be a high flyer. Woo-hoo, that was nicely done.
Here's Morant. Jackson passes to Adams. Shot clock at 6. Shot, high post. Here's Bain. That shot, no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. George, that's a two-pointer. It's rebounded by Memphis. To the right side. Morant scanning the floor. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And it just seems like Morant is always ready to outwork the defense. A big effort pays off for him there inside.
Now here's Leonard. Covington setting the pick for Leonard. Lets the 3 fly. And Covington with the basket on the assist from Leonard.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Morant outside. Adams sets the pick for Morant. Down low. Adams' shot is off.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West.
Clippers leading by 5, and there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Westbrook against Morant. And Adams sends it back.
Well, so good at anticipating when shots are going to go up. Steven Adams, terrific protecting the basket. Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
There's Morant. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first one falls.
Boy, Morant's brought a lot of excitement. He almost always makes the night's highlight reel. He is what I'd call an elite showman.
Westbrook kicks to George. Westbrook against Morant. Outside, George to the paint. Zubac finds Westbrook. 4 on the clock. And Zubac puts it in.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass, earning an additional opportunity.
Adams with the screen on Leonard. To the inside. Stolen by Zubac. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go. All the way. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, speed, intelligence, touch. Kawhi Leonard has it all.
Here's Morant. Here's Adams. And Adams with the slam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now, here is George. Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for Zubats. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Well, simply stated, Steven Adams is a force to be reckoned with rebounding the basketball.
George dishes to Plumlee. Westbrook against Morant. Westbrook kicks to Covington. No one near him. Count that bucket. Covington's got 5 now.
Well, the defense always so attentive to Russ, and he knows, okay, you're going to send defensive attention my way. I will find an open teammate.
And it's Morant missing. Now here's Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And as the first quarter wraps up, all right.
Please give a big round of applause for your
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball, looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Jones in at the 1. Now here's Morant for 3. Good on the 3-point shot. He's got 7. Greg, Father Time is undefeated, and every player has to make the decision when it's time to retire. How big a factor was age for you?
Well, you don't want to leave anything on the table, but your body will tell you when it's time. I know that was the case for me.
Fouled on the shot, picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up. So Morant will go to the free throw line. That one's on Eric Gordon. For the Clippers, Ivica Zubats has checked in for Mason Plumlee. And it's Leonard in for Gordon. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Covington setting the pick for George. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
As good a scorer as he is, we know that Paul George is not a ball stopper. Excellent decision right there.
Morant passes to Jackson. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Gorgeous. That pull-up jumper is simply gorgeous. Paul George rises above everyone.
Jones for 3. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Adams.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
George double teamed, and there's the pass to Westbrook. Covington wide open, he fires, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Covington's got the lead up to 13 now for the Clippers. On the wing, Jones. Brooks outside. Morant against Leonard. Morant outside. And then jammed down as he goes right over Ivica Zubats.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
George against Morant. And George kicks to Westbrook. Zubats trying to break loose. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
You must respect the strength of Russell Westbrook. Boy, even when you foul him, he can still finish.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Zubats. Morris comes in for Robert Covington. Gordon's checked in for Leonard. And Norman Powell subbed in for George.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Morris, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Brooks. Kicks it out to Jones. Tipped away. Powell against Morant. And he drives in. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Absolutely fearless. Morant willing to put his body on the line in order to make plays.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Highland's checked in, and the Grizzlies also with the sub. Baines checked in. We've got 1:55 left in the first half of basketball. Down low, here's Plumlee, and the layup's good off the glass. Plumlee's got 4 points in the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Well, Morant is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Los Angeles shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. Tillman, he's checked in for Adams. The three from Morant. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Morant's got it back down to single digits for the Grizzlies. Passes to Powell. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Here's Highland. Hits it from three-point range. Highland's got himself on the board with three there.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Brooks, the best of Morant. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks to Brooks. Over Gordon. Brooks misses. Clippers leading by 11. To the paint. Here's Morris. And the rejection by Morant.
And how about using that impressive vertical on defense? Morant has the ability to block shots when in position.
34 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Gordon with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Morris. Rebounded by Jackson.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Brooks, the pass to Tillman. Brooks misses. Here's Highland. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Thank you, David, for that interview.
Your Clippers, 40. The Grizzlies, 29.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Well, Paul George has got a tight handle, right? The zig, the zag in his way through the porous defense.
Morant outside. Inside. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And he takes it right at the man who just scored on him.
That's the way to answer back with an in-your-face stuff. Westbrook kicks to Covington. Pass to Zubac. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Memphis the other way now. To the middle. They get a hand on it. Leonard with the steal. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. George with no one around. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got his 5th assist in this one. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for Memphis.
And he's given them a good contribution at the line tonight, getting there a lot and delivering on his opportunities. And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
And George kicks to Westbrook. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
The wheel come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Morant reaches to Adams. And here again, Los Angeles in transition. Up the court they go.
Because of the diverse offensive arsenal of Paul George, these kinds of nights are easy for him.
Adams finds Brooks. Now Jackson. Back to Morant. Leonard with the steal. And they're pushing it up. This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
One of the things that's been said before, but is so accurate, Paul George's ability to improve himself is really quite remarkable. This guy is always looking for ways to add to an already stellar game.
Plumlee is checked in for Los Angeles. Mann comes in for Russell Westbrook. Here's Brooks. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
And the dunk by Covington.
Get up, Mr. Covington. That is a very quick riser.
Pass to Adams. There's 1:47 left in the third quarter of the game. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Adams has got 8.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Plumlee with a screen on Brooks. Leonard the pass to Plumlee. And here's Covington from the arc. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Payne kicks to Brooks. To the paint, here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Steven Adams will leave no doubt when he's near the cup.
Clippers leading by 20. Here's Mann. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. From deep. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And there's the foul. It'll go on Terrence Mann. That's his first foul. And the Clippers making a change here. Powell's checked in. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Aldama's checked in. Here's Payne. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Powell with the steal.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Adams' shot is off. And so it's Los Angeles closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead from the field. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Then it's Tyus Jones. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Aldama at the 4. And the dunk by Covington.
Boy, Robert Covington catching fire and doing work.
Bain drawn the double team. The pass to Jones. The tray. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Bain for 3. Passes it to Aldama. Back to Bain. Clock at 6. Going inside. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Covington, a screen on Bain. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And Memphis making a change here. Morant's checked in. Plumlee. Gordon against Brooks. Plumlee sets the pick for Gordon. A three-pointer, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 20 and stolen by Gordon. This one for 3. Los Angeles with another miss. Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
And another theme in this game to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
Adams dishes to Morant. Nice move. And finished off by Morant.
How about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Clearly a foul.
Throw good, Paul George.
At the line for LA.
And both free throws good for Paul George. The Grizzlies trail by 18. Morant with it, off target at the rim. And George, here we go. Aldama with the rebound. Memphis has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. From deep, Brooks, they get the rebound. And Adams with the slam.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
And it's Morant missing. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Los Angeles. 22 is their biggest lead.
Oh, my goodness. Paul George under duress of exceptional defense. No problem.
And they double up Morant. Outside, Bain. Adams, the pass to Aldama. Back to Adams. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard's got his 4th rebound in this one. And George, here we go. And then George with the jam.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Puts one up from 19, and it's the Clippers scoring again.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for Los Angeles.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
a hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Leonard.
Boy, his activity really stood out to me on the defensive end. He harassed ball handlers, came up with steals in transition, yet the feeling guys were looking over their shoulder, worried he was going to pick their pocket.
And it's Leonard missing. Grizzlies have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch.
The aggressive nature of Morant, taking initiative and daring the defense to get physical with him.
Shooting for Memphis.
He doesn't get the second one.
They can't really afford to leave points at the line right now. He would have loved to cash in on each of those free throws and trim the lead even more.
Westbrook with the bucket.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
That is absolutely ridiculous range from Kawhi. My goodness, it feels like he just stepped across half court.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Drills it from outside.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
And they get it back. So the Clippers winning this one easily. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. T.J. Warren out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Durant in at the small forward. Now here's Warren. The kick to Durant. Back to Ayton. 6 on the shot clock. Ayton with a screen. Paul passes to Ayton. Tries again. Great D that time from Zubac.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Warren against Westbrook. Here's Zubac. Gets the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Paul passes to Ayton. Sinks it from distance.
DeAndre Ayton happy to shoot at that range. Nice stroke. What do you say about CP3 other than this guy is an all-timer? When you think about guys down the stretch who you have run your offense, CP3 has to be mentioned up there.
George with the bucket.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Ayton. Down low. Second chance effort. Outside for Booker. George with a steal. Here we go. Got a piece of it. As for CP, seems irreplaceable with each team he's been on.
Well, he does so much for a team in terms of just keeping accountability from the coach's voice to his. Not only does he perform at the highest level on the floor, there's a lot of things that CP3 brings off the floor that really help teach guys what being a pro is all about.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Leonard against Durant. Leonard attacking. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul.
That aggressive mindset of his, Leonard putting it on the floor and drawing contact. When you think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career, that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
Here's Ayton. Oh, and a dunk by Ayton.
Ayton up there just to drop it in and take some of that rim with him.
Here's George. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brent.
At BA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100% a priority for him and the team.
Now here's Warren. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist. That time.
Yeah, Chris Paul is going to find anybody that's leading the wrong way, let alone leaving an open man.
Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Ayton with a screen. Paul with the bucket.
Chris Paul not afraid to go inside, play amongst the trees, and still find a way to score.
Booker against George. And we've got 1:18 left to play in the first. That shot, no good. And Phoenix the other way now. Outside Warren. Pass to Booker. Going inside. It's hauled in by the Clippers. George outside. Westbrook outside. Now here's Covington. Shot clock at 6. Westbrook against Aiden. Westbrook with the miss. The Suns trailing. Pass to Warren. To the paint. Aiden passes to Paul. Back to Aiden. And Aiden with the stuff.
The defense gets physical, but Aiden doesn't seem to get knocked off of balance. That helps him to keep the focus.
George left side. Knocks down the triple. George has got 8.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
Durant, pass to Paul. Here's Aiden.
And a good example of why Leonard perpetually makes the all-defensive team.
You Paul George. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Los Angeles Clippers. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Back after this. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Attacking relentlessly, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the stripe.
Yeah, they were going right at the opponent here and forcing their hand. I mean, like literally making them foul them.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with T.J. Warren. And it's Durant in at the 3 slot. Covington, a screen on Durant. Durant against Leonard. To the inside. Here's Covington. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
Well, a key piece in a couple of huge NBA trades. There's no doubt that teams value Robert Covington and his ability to play defense and shoot the 3. Well, I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
Booker, the pass to Ayton. Back to Booker. To the right side. And Ayton with the stuff.
Does it feel good as a big man like Ayton to throw it down? You bet it does.
Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, B.A., you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense. That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Timeout called, the Clippers. Some changes for Phoenix. Landale comes in for DeAndre Ayton, and Payne is subbed in for Chris Paul. Covington, a screen on Durant. Here's Leonard. Misses off the right iron.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
And the jam by Covington.
And the claw at work, just one reason why he's always a threat to lead the league in steals. Jump starts the fast break there.
First team foul.
Phoenix has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. Outside Payne. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Mann.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
The Suns leading. Booker with it. Guarded now by George. Durant against Covington. Pass to Landale. Outside Warren. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Suns need to get off a shot. Durant for 3. The shot no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Just a lightning bolt there in transition. No one can match up with Kawhi, especially at his position. That time they pay the price. Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
Phoenix no good that time either. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. George's shot is good.
So go ahead and try to stop Kawhi Leonard, and he'll just move the ball to the open man.
Pass to Landale. No one near him. And he connects with a jumper. Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. And for so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of the second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, it's moving them well into the right direction.
And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
Durant still has a drive to keep adding something to his game offensively, which should be scary to the rest of the league, but makes him so fun to watch.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, VA.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous, and this team really came together in a hurry, and they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
Outside Payne, pass to Booker. Back to Payne. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Here's Highland, defended by Payne. Howe with a steal. Takes it inside. He can't hit that time. And Phoenix the other way now. Outside Durant. Back to Payne. Here's Booker. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, as a young, dynamic scorer, Devin Booker knows how to get his way against most defenders in the league.
Paisley, he's checked in for the Suns. Okogie comes in for Durant.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Pass to Morris. Now here's Plumlee. The D's right on him. And he converts the layup.
For his career, more than 3/4 of Plumlee's basket have come within 3 feet of the rim, so you know he's going to take it inside.
Here's Booker. Phoenix no good that time either. And a pretty tightly contested game. Thanks, Allie.
Your Clipper, 30. The Suns, 27.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. We're seeing a tremendous game from DeAndre Ayton.
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively, but he's going to keep going at it.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. They set the screen. Clock at 6. Back to Baisley. Pass to Payne. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Payne's got his first bucket in this one. And the league has redefined the rules a bit regarding the gather step. Players getting more leeway. What do you think about that?
Well, I think guys BA are getting a little more creative in practicing that. I mean, they will adjust to the rule. That is one thing we've seen through the years with NBA players. And so in the offseason, if you can find a way to take advantage of half a step more in order to gain advantage on a defender, I'm all for it until they change the rule back.
The Clippers making a switch here. Coffey's checked in. Pass to Baisley. Here's Okogie. Outside Payne. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Leonard left side. Driving to the basket. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Already such a complete offensive player, yet every year Kawhi Leonard develops his handle just a little bit more.
And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game. And the Clippers making a change here. Zubac is checked in. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Octopi. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. 5 on the clock. Pass to Booker. And stolen by Leonard. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Leonard. Ross, he's checked in for the Suns. The Suns trailing. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
The Suns have gone 3 of 3 in this second half. Up top, Payne. Pounded by Westbrook. Pass to Landale. Back to Payne. 5 to shoot. To the middle. For the lead. Got a piece of it. And he gets it back.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
That one drops. He ties it up.
Shooting for Phoenix.
And that one drops. So now they lead by 1. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Ross against George. Lays it up and banks it in. George has got 12.
Love to see PG getting into that zone. Committed to find the points.
Payne with it. Driving inside. Pass to Landale. Westbrook comes with a double. Phoenix calls timeout.
And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of a game.
He's checked in for the Clippers. Phoenix making some changes. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Ayton, the screen on Gordon. 4 on the clock.
2 minutes.
And there's Ayton on the assist by Durant. 13 points in the game. And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brett.
Yeah, BA, with all of that experience, he's able to switch on so many different guys. He understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
And as Westbrook gets older, he's indicated that he's not looking to change how he plays, Grant.
And that can be a double-edged sword, B.A. You love his aggression and confidence, but you wonder how his game will hold up as his athleticism goes.
Here's Durant. Second chance shot. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
KD depositing that second chance bucket, and most of that coming because of his length.
It's Covington on the wing. He's covered by Warren. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Covington's got 11 points.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Got it.
And the skill's growing, maybe right in front of our eyes here for DeAndre Ayton.
46 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Covington. And here's Zubac. And again, it's the Clippers converting. And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
Shamet. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on Paul George.
Landry Shamet, one of those guys continuing to hone his skills, trying to become more of an impactful player in the two-way format, both on defense and with that shooting ability.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Zubac with a screen on Paul. Here's Highland. He's guarded by Paul. Pass to Morris. Powell in the post. He's covered by Warren. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
There's an underrated scoring aspect to Norman Powell and what he can do. He can drive, get inside, or he can knock down a jumper. That's a tough cover.
Outside Paul. 4 seconds left. And the layup is good. And the Suns lead by 1.
So good with the handle is Chris Paul, putting the D on its heel.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the floor for Phoenix, we've got Chris Paul. Kevin Durant is out there with T.J. Warren. Then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Shamet in at the 2-guard spot. Phoenix has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. To the inside. Paul passes to Warren. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
They're just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
Morris for 3. Connects from downtown. Morris has got his first 3 points of the game.
And it felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
Paul passes to Ayton. Here's Shamet. And here's Ayton. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Yeah, this is a maturity play here. Lots of pressure around him, and he doesn't speed up.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Devin Booker, he's checked in for the Suns.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Here's Booker. Westbrook with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Pass to Covington. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
The Suns have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Ball against Westbrook. They set the pick. Durant for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds in the game. George outside. Covington, a screen on Durant. Here's George. Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Suns leading. Paul with it. He's picked up by Westbrook. Paul passes to Ayton. Back to Paul. And it's stolen by Plumlee. Leonard outside. Plumlee, a screen on Booker to take the lead. The shot won't fall. Hey, Warren with the nice defensive effort. Phoenix is shooting it well at 59%. Durant, pass to Ayton. Shot clock at 5.
2 minutes remaining.
Back to Durant. George with a steal. Leonard with a screen on Durant. Out to Leonard. Fires, top of the key. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Leonard's gotten 4 this quarter. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
Well, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. And these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
Booker against George. 6 to shoot. Outside Covington. Takes a 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Outside Booker. Warren with a screen on George. And knocks down the 3.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
Pass to Covington. Back to Westbrook.
Yeah, I'm sure the haters are grinning at home. Here's Westbrook's chance to silence them all.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. And so Westbrook nails both of them.
Cool and collected, making them count under pressure.
And the Suns with possession. Ball passes to Ayton. Pass to Durant. Oh, solid D from Leonard. This play could decide the game.
Can't afford any mistakes here, B.A.
And Phoenix has possession. George with a steal. And it's in.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Ayton with a screen. Here's Durant. Count it!
Well, anyone questioning Durant's killer instinct can stop right now. Wow.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
Substitution for your players.
Puts it up off the inbound. Oh, and a chance to win the game. And the last-minute shot is the regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. And we'll be back with you shortly. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington. And it's Highland in at the point guard position. Ball finds Warren. Now here's Paul. Not a lot of room. Inside. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Booker, the pass to Paul. 6 on the shot clock. There's the drive. Oh, Covington with a block.
The rejection. Covington, good job defensively.
2 minutes remaining.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Extra time here, just over a minute into overtime. Pass to Leonard. There's the triple. No good there. And Phoenix the other way now. Here's Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
And he sort of had that look in his eyes. Durant staying cool in the clutch moment.
Highland misses.
I have no clue why he pulled up from there. At this point in the game, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, well, the bloopers, right?
Outside call. Back to Aiden. To the paint. Just 5 on the clock. And they take the lead. And the Suns lead by 2.
And that is why Chris Paul has the ball in his hands. Delivered.
From deep three-point range. And the basket by Highland.
You know, it takes incredible accuracy to drain it from that deep. So impressive.
Booker, pass to Paul. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And he sinks it.
Calm, cool, and Covington. Big-time shot.
Paul passes to Aiden. That shot missing. And the Clippers will come the other way. Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A. The clock is theirs to burn.
Ball against Leonard. Zubac with a screen on Paul. That's to Highland. Fires from deep. Here's Zubac. Cash.
Good things come to those who hustle. He creates the second chance opportunity. And right here, they can't waste any time.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
Booker for 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Here's George. Oh, and the dunk by George.
Paul George dunk contest? Maybe a little over, but I love to see him get up.
Here's Warren. Oh, no good. The dry spell continues. So it's the Clippers picking up the win. It was Allie. Thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll
And it's the Suns to start out. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Warren. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
Not want to shy away from physicality. Ja Morant just goes about his business.
Paul kicks to Booker. Lays it up off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's Morant. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. And it's Morant missing. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Inside, Durant can't connect from short range.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
And part of the Grizzlies' breakout 21-22 campaign, the emergence of Jaren Jackson Jr.
Triple J, GA, missed most of the 2021 season with a knee injury he sustained in the bubble. When he was back at 100% for the Grizz, he provided serious rim protection, plus the ability to hit a 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
KD against Brooks. There's the pass to Adams. Now Brooks. Memphis moving it around. Morant with another miss.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Durant against Brooks. From about 19 feet. No good that time. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Now here's Morant. He takes it in, and he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Durant with a wide open look. Misses the 3. Memphis is gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. The Grizzlies shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. That's good from Morant.
We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
Now here's Booker. Pass to Warren. Back to Booker. Warren against Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Kicks it out to Paul. It's over Morant. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Here's Brooks. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in.
2 minutes remaining.
Morant passes to Adams. Morant scanning the floor. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Devin Booker.
I'll tell you what, Ja Morant just keeps coming at the defense.
Another level indeed for Ja Morant, his 3rd season Smitty in the NBA, and now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
Kevin, that scoring average well over 25 points per game. Morant is the leader of Memphis. The Grizz finishing in the top 3 of the West. Incredible for a 22-year-old.
They get it back. Here's Ayton. The 3rd shot of the possession finally falls for him.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
Morant outside. Back to Brooks. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the Suns.
defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
And the jam by Kevin Durant.
I don't think we've ever seen a player of Durant's size who can handle the rock that well.
And so here's Memphis. Following the score by Phoenix. Durant with a wide open look. That three off the mark. The Suns have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Booker outside. Kicks it out to Paul. Here's the three. And it's Morant with the rebound. Memphis leading. He dishes it to Jackson. Back to Morant. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
Well, Morant's awareness in the pick and roll is special. He usually makes the right reads.
Ayton up top. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
It's his first trip to the line.
And you just have to be enticed by the skill set of Ayton. A 7'1" behemoth who plays with a lot of physicality and skill on both ends.
Adams with the screen on Paul. Morant passes to Adams and taken away by Paul. Good if it goes. The shot comes out. John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. Guys, what's your take on the Grizzlies so far?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Now here's Paul. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Stolen by Jackson. Now the dish to Adams. And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. As a well-known three-point shooter that you were, Steve, what do you think about how that shot dominates the modern game we watch today?
What I love about Kevin, first of all, it gives you spacing. And you're never out of a game because of the three-point shot. You can get right back into it. And also, at the end of a game, you knock down 3 or 4 in a row, the game is over.
Now here's Brooks. Here's Bain. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Warren kicks to Paul. For the 3. The Suns keeping it alive. A new 14. Warren the pass to Ayton. Booker in the corner. From past the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Booker's got 5 now.
And from the corner, Booker is not a player you can forget about.
Jackson with the screen. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Durant sends it back.
Good aggression from KD on D. Hustling to get a hand on the shot.
And the rejection by Jackson. Adams sets the pick for Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Now here's Booker. 5 points in the game. He kicks it to KD. Phoenix, no good that time either. And so it's Bain with it. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. To the inside. Here's Adams. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Morant against KD. A shot by Paul. Nobody around. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. And taken away by Paul. Down low. And Ayton throws it down.
As a distributor, Paul is just a machine. He's constantly creating for his guys.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. Third all-time in career assists, second all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
Morant, and he banks in the layup. Morant's got the lead up to 8 now for the Grizzlies.
The quickness of Ja Morant is what makes his drives deadly. Where did he go?
The 3 from KD. And no good that time. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. And Greg, what separates Paul from the other 2 guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. He's really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Paul dishes to Warren. Paul against Morant. Paul passes to Ayton. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Ayton's got 4 points in the quarter.
And padding that field goal percentage, just hard to stop Ayton when he gets the ball that deep.
Here's Morant. Doesn't go that time. Suns trail by 8. Kicks it out to Booker. Here's KD. And finished off by KD.
Offensively, just what you're hoping for with that possession. KD coming down on the rim.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's Morant with the drive. And finished over by Morant.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Paul. And the layup falls.
What an opportunity for Chris Paul to drive the basketball. He sees an opening and cuts inside.
And here's Morant. He's got 24. On the wing, Bain. Driving the lane. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Thanks so much, David and Wilson.
Your Grizzlies, 26. The Suns, 20.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. The backcourt pair for him, it's Payne and Booker. Warren is out there with Terrence Ross. And it's Landale in at the 5. Now here's Payne, and that one clearly a foul. Hits the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Suns shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And Memphis making a change here. Jones is checked in. He hits the 2nd from the line. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Now Brooks still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And Adams kicks to Bain. Jackson setting the pick here for Jones. Yep, that one goes in there. And the Grizzlies lead by 9.
This is a big target coming off the pick and roll. Jaren's lethal in this set.
With 3, Booker. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Jones, no one around him. Off target from 3-point range. Suns trail by 9. Booker looking around. Here's Ross, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to go on Tyus Jones.
Nice play there from Terrence Ross to create something on the trip and earn his way to the line.
He misses the free throw.
2 shots.
Good on the second free throw. 90 seconds now into the second half. Bain passes to Brooks. Outside Jackson. 6 to shoot. Here's Adams, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Adams has got the lead up to 10 now for the Grizzlies. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Payne gets a wide open look. Drills the three-pointer. Payne's got 4 this quarter.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball. And Devin understands that. Has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Now here's Jackson. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Tillman, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Beasley's checked in for the Suns. Landry Shamet comes in for Devin Booker. Here's Jackson. In the corner, it's Payne for 3. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Payne's got 5 now.
Making use of these corner spots. Payne is especially dangerous from this area.
No good from Ross. Memphis leading by 10. Three-pointer, Brooks. That one misses. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Shamet with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Shamet the pass to Landale. Rebounded by Jackson.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Jones dishes to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Converting around the rim is just effortless for Jackson. He could play on my team any day.
Now here's Payne. He's guarded closely. Pass to Landale. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. For Phoenix, they have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Ja Morant, he's checked in for Bain. Fires the 3. Phoenix, no good that time either.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Morant, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
You know, some of Ja Morant's sequences remind you of a young Derrick Rose. He's that explosive.
Both free throws good from Morant. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Payne kicks to Ross. Out to the right wing. Stolen by Brooks. Tillman passes to Jackson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Passes it to Tillman. Payne grabs the board. Suns trail by 12. Shamet with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Morant comes with the double team. Ross finds Shamet. Shot clock at 6. Ross against Brooks. The offensive rebound. Landale with the bucket.
Man, that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. And Memphis making a change here. Adams checked in. He shot 5 of 6 at the foul line. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Morant against Booker. To the left side wing. Paul with the 3. Here's Ayton. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Ayton's got 9 points.
You got to give Ayton credit. This guy is solid at keeping his balance even with the contact. Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
The Grizzlies have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Luke Kennard out there with Steven Adams. Then there's John Morant. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Tillman in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Tillman passes to Morant. Ball's knocked loose. Paul with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Goes up. And the dunk by Booker.
And there he goes, Booker, showing off the vert.
Morant against Booker. Morant passes to Adams. Misses from short range. Suns trail by 7. And that one's good, Ayton.
He just looks so fluid in the open floor. I love how Ayton runs to the right spot in these situations.
The pass to Adams. Booker against Morant. Lays it up and banks it in. Morant's got 32 points in the game.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
Money there shaves a few points off the lead. And the later we get into this game, the more you're going to see him attacking the basketball.
There's Morant. Pass to Tillman. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. KD finds Booker. Back to KD. Ayton a screen on Kennard. Durant the pass to Ayton. Here's Tillman. In the corner, Kennard with it. Pass to Morant. Five to shoot. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
And some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
I would have loved to hear the coach's speech because they really took heed to it. Like you said, both teams playing at a different pace.
Adams sets the pick for Morant to the inside. And Adams with the slam.
Coming off the pick, Morant looks to pass, and he is precise with the location.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Jackson is checked in for Tillman. Dylan Brooks comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's Bain in for Jones. Ayton gets to Durant. Ayton in the high post. Adams on him. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
1:31 left in the fourth quarter. Morant pushes to Jackson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Chris Paul picks up that one.
Sometimes with bigs, you prefer to send them to the line, but Jaren, he's a knockdown shooter from there as well.
Now here's Booker. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Traps in the tray.
This is a guy who once scored 70 points in a game. Booker, doesn't take much for him to start percolating.
Brooks outside. Back to Morant. 5 on the clock. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Morant's got 36.
With the ball on the string, John Morant is toying with the defense. Beautiful.
And the shot is good. The Grizzly lead has been cut to just 5 on the basket from Booker.
And in that situation, everybody knows the ball's going to be in Booker's hands, and he comes up big.
There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Morant. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Chris Paul picks up that one.
Shrewd decision on the shot by Morant. Goes into the defender to make sure he gets fouled.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Adding a little cushion to their advantage. Nice work at the line.
Inside. It counts. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
When the game is close, Chris Paul is ready. An elite scorer who lives for clutch situations.
Jackson against Paul. Now here's Jackson. Defense right on him. Back to Morant. Into the lane. And the rejection by Ayton.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up big stuff around the big fella.
And a deep 3 from Booker. No good. And so the Grizzlies, thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.
we've got two teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington. And it's Westbrook in at the point. George drives in. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Jaren Jackson Jr. First personal foul. First team foul.
Westbrook against Morant. Outside Covington. Pass to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Now Zubac. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time.
Over his career, Kawhi has become a willing passer. One of his many improvements since being drafted in 2011.
And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
Oh, the swat by Adams.
Oh, a fantastic defender. Adams embraces his role on this team as their defensive anchor.
Give a round of applause for your Grizzlies. How about some more cheers for your Grizzlies?
Now here's Morant.
Give him a hand.
Adams with a screen on Leonard. And then Morant with the dunk.
So creative with the ball in his hands. Morant is adept at creating offenses for himself.
George against Bain. George draws the double. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Desmond Bain.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him.
Here's Leonard. Leonard double team. Pass to George. Out to Covington. Leonard for 3. Offensive rebound. A nice shot by Zubac. Zubac has gotten his second bucket.
And right away, he's going to work on the boards, just fighting for every rebound.
A really good start for him overall. He's already having a big impact on this game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Basket's good.
Count on Leonard to not get held back by the contact. He goes right through it to get his shot off.
Morant against Leonard. Now here's Morant. Defense is right there. It's not going to go for him. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Oh, got a piece of it. Oh, George with a steal. Here's Covington.
2 minutes remaining.
Zubac passes to George. Zubac with a screen on Adams. Back to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
George can make the tough passes. He can also make the easy ones, too. No way he was going to miss the wide-open man on that one.
Jackson with a screen on Leonard. Shot's good by Morant. Morant's got 8.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Shot by Leonard, no good. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. From deep, Bain. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. A minute 15 left in the first quarter. Count that one.
working through the lane. Morant, he's got such a great change of speed to keep the defense off. Every night, John Morant has a hard job to do. He draws the opponent's toughest defender in each game they play. That's how talented of a scorer he is.
Nails it from 3.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Adams with a screen on Leonard. Pass to Adams. There's Jackson with the 3. Can't get it to drop. And Los Angeles the other way now. And here's Westbrook. Now quiet so far offensively. Searching for his first points of the game. Out to Leonard. Back to Covington. Just 5 to shoot. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. No coverage that time. 13 points in the game.
When you're as explosive as Ja, then opponents are going to let you take shots from you.
George against Bane. George passes to Zubac. And stolen by Bane. He got it up. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. Ja Morant, he's field. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation.
And so in the game for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Mason Plumlee, and it's Westbrook in at the point guard position.
Over his career, George has put up great numbers from deep. The ultimate 3-and-D player.
Here's Adams. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
When it comes to the Grizzlies, a lot of this season is about erasing the memory of their playoff loss last year. It was a disappointing end to their season.
And the shot is good by Westbrook.
I don't think I need to tell anybody, Westbrook is a gunner. If the D isn't right up on him, when he gets the ball, he's taking that shot for sure.
Now here's Morant. He's got 13. Brooks outside. Pass to Morant. Six on the shot clock. Down low. Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
One of the most dynamic passers to enter this league in a while. Morant, this man is in full control of the offense.
But with Memphis's 2021-2022 season, it still has to be considered a success, right?
Yeah, I think it was a successful season, but as a whole, this young team, they won their division, but the hopes were so much higher going into the postseason than just the second round.
You know, with all the dunkers out there, some players make sure they don't end up on too many posters. Grant, you ever make a business decision?
Yeah, BA, I made a few business decisions through my career. Look, as a competitor, you want to make sure that you can play defense, give it your all, contest at the rim when you feel that you can. But when someone like a Vince Carter in the midst of insanity, that's when you make a business decision. And that's a smart decision.
George hits them both.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Morant with it, guarded by Covington. Outside for Morant. Inside, it's stolen by Leonard. And it's the Clippers on the break. Ahead, here's George. The ball's knocked loose, and the ball out of play. The Grizzlies will have it. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Memphis trailing here. Here's Morant. 13 points in the game. With the drive. Count it. The defender is called for the block, and he can turn this into a three-point play.
When Morant drives, he is just so difficult to stop. His agility, that That's what makes beating the D look so easy.
Los Angeles has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That's foul number 2 for him.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Plumlee, a screen on Morant. Westbrook, the pass to Plumlee. Kicks it out to Westbrook. He shoots a 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Westbrook's got 6 here in the quarter.
And it's big whenever Russ connects from deep. Needs to keep working on developing this shot.
Adams with a screen on Leonard. Here's Morant. Got a hand on it.
Memphis fouls. Ja Morant.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Los Angeles.
And just one of the most complete players in the game today. George's two-way game and strong leadership traits are reasons why he's a star.
Jones, he's checked in for Memphis. And the Clippers will go for a different look here. Morris, he's checked in for Covington. Gordon comes in for Leonard. Powell, he's checked in for Paul George. And it's Highland in for Russell Westbrook. Highland misses.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
When we evaluate players, one thing that gets overlooked, age. Take Jaren Jackson Jr. He was only 18 when he got drafted in 2018.
We've got 1:48 left to play in the first half. Here's Highland. Gets the 3 ball to go. And the Clippers lead by 10.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Jones from outside. Shoots a fadeaway. Here's Brooks. Oh, no good again that time. You know, for Triple J, it took time to develop. Year 4 with Memphis was a special one, Richard.
Jackson unlocked his defensive potential amongst the best shot blockers in the entire league. You have to give those young guys time before making a true judgment.
Now here's Jackson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
It's the size of Jackson Jr. that is so hard to match up with. This is why defenders are just forced to foul him.
And so Jackson nails both of them. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 4 from three-point land in the second quarter. Here's Highland, defended by Jones. Morris on the wing. Bane against Powell. Gordon outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts up a 3. Highland misses. The Grizzlies have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. To the middle. Here's Adams. Another shot. Timeout called. Memphis. Tillman's checked in for Memphis. Morant comes in for Desmond Bane. 24 seconds left to play in the first half. And it's Morant missing. The Clippers have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Powell, it's good. And the Clippers lead by 10.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop. He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
And so it's Los Angeles. Thanks very much, Allie.
The Grizzlies, 24. The Clippers, 32.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Ja Morant is out there with Tyus Jones. And it's Tillman in at the 5. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. Now here's Morant. Tillman with a screen. Morant into the lane. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
I don't know, but it seems like Morant's got springs or something in his shoes.
Here's George. Ja Morant grabs a miss. George has gone 1 for 4 from the field. Now Morant. Give him 20. Pass to Jackson. And here's Jones. The 3-ball. That one doesn't drop. Second half getting started. About a minute played.
Since entering the league in 2015, Tyus Jones has proven to be as reliable as it gets. A multi-talented guard who plays to his strengths.
Oh, good look from Zubac. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
Pass to Morant. It's stolen by Leonard. For the finish. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
A dynamic two-way player. Leonard is especially gifted at turning defense into offense.
And what you appreciate about Jones is how under control he is, Richard. He's never in a rush.
It's what allows the game to come so naturally to him. He's skilled at keeping things very simple. Solid at setting the pace for himself and his squad.
Adams checked in for Memphis. Desmond Bane comes in for Jones.
That's right. PG shows these fools what's up.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, guys, the NBA markets itself behind star players, but Commissioner Adam Silver understands what makes the game tick. He said, quote, "This is a team sport. In order to truly win championships and compete at the highest level, all the players have to come together."
So true, Allie. Thank you. Here's Leonard following the bucket by the Grizzlies. Here's Westbrook. Back to Covington. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Now here's Bane. And stolen by Leonard. The finish! And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Desmond Bane.
That's just terrifying coming down the lane. I mean, when Leonard is attacking with ferocity, man, the D has to foul.
And the three-point shot, so important, Richard. That's something you added after you came into the league. What was that process like?
Well, look, as the game tilted that direction, it was no secret. You have to put in that time. But what I try and tell people is that it took me 3 years before I was able to even become a consistent three-point shooter, and another 5 before I became a good one. So as long as you're putting in the work, you're going to see the results.
Those who evolve are those who stay around. Pass to Leonard. Zubac inside. Adams is there. Oh, stolen by Morant.
Paul George. First personal foul. 13 foul. At the line.
And that one misses.
And we talk a lot about Morant's athleticism and skill, but what stands out for me is his effort and intensity that he plays with.
Pass to Adams.
Move around.
Covington against Jackson. Here's Morant. Poke loose. 5 to shoot. Back to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Doesn't have to get out much. Jackson Jr. at 6'11" just easily finishes that hoop.
Up top, George. Defended by Jackson. Here's Covington. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And the Grizzlies call time here. And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Here's Morant. And he gets it to go again. He's connected on 10 of 15 now.
He'll put you on your heels in a hurry. Morant slicing through the D.
Morris, a screen on Morant. Highland misses. For Memphis, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. And about Brooks, becoming a staple in the middle of this lineup, Richard.
Plays the 2 and 3 positions on the floor and scores it really well. But most importantly, he's out there for his defensive effort and intensity. He is a versatile player that any team would love to have. Putting his 6'11" frame to use, Jackson low down low. Good luck stopping it.
All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Clippers. That misses, so he splits the free throws. The Clippers in the lead. Here's Highland. And he banks in the layup. He's got 5.
That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
And it's Moran off the drive. Deflected. Powell against Brooks. And Powell with the stuff.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Morant with it. Guarded now by Morris. Morris against Morant. Back to Adams. Shot clock at 3. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense, given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
That's off as well, so he misses both. Into the lane. To the paint. Here's Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the floor for the Clippers, Marcus Morris out there with Eric Gordon. Then it's Mason Plumlee. Then it's Norman Powell. And it's Highland in at the 1 spot.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
Los Angeles has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Westbrook right side. And finished off by Westbrook.
Yeah, this is how powerful Westbrook is at the rim. Looking like he wants to tear the basket down.
Adams inside. He's guarded by Zubac. Timeout called. Memphis. And I'm sure the players will be staying hydrated with some Gatorade during this timeout. It's so important that they maximize their ability to recharge during a short break like this. All right, we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Paul George.
And I just love to see a player who plays with an aggressive mindset. I mean, he had the energy and the intensity all game. He didn't waste any time when he had his chances out there by attacking the rim.
You know, some guys aren't the same player on the road. Not this guy. He loves sticking it to an opposing crowd, and it only adds fuel to his fire. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I had a chance to find out what Taylor Jenkins was discussing with his players. He's been really discouraged by their effort. He said, quote, "It's about want to, fighting through the adversity. Look at yourselves and ask, quote, what can I do to help us win?" He's laying down the challenge.
Thanks for that, Allie.
If they're going to want to close the gap, they're going to need to start running more sets through him. Let your stars lead the way. Come on.
Some really tough defense inside, but Leonard won't back down. I mean, he's just scrappy. He wants to make the defense work twice as hard.
And Leonard drops them both. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Here's Payne. There's the drive.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Really left him alone that time. And the Clippers lead by 11.
And if the defense leaves a man open, Westbrook will find him. Russell's floor awareness helps him rack up the assist.
Bain finds Morant. Outside for Brooks. For three. Good. And the setup by Morant.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Westbrook against Morant. Westbrook, the pass to George. And here's Zubac. Stolen by Jackson. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
Westbrook against Morant. Pass to Covington. George with it. He's picked up by Bain. And the call will be against Jaren Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him. Leonard, double team. Now here's Zubac. Adams covering. A nice shot by Zubac.
Reliable approach. Getting the ball in the paint and going to work.
Leonard against Morant. To the inside. Outside for Brooks. On the take. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds now in the game. George passes to Zubac. To the middle. Westbrook outside. Pass to George. Shot clock at 5. Back to Westbrook. Oh, from deep. The rebound by Jackson. Timeout call. Memphis. They trail by 8. 55 seconds left in the game. And the Clippers making a change here. Highland's checked in. Memphis has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Jackson with a screen on Leonard. Here's Morant. It's rebounded by Zubac. And they're so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, BA, you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock and don't turn it over.
It's Covington on the wing. Zubac with a screen on Adams. Pass to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, BA. They deserve the win.
Pass to Highland. Back to Leonard. There's the triple. Knocks it down from distance.
With confidence in his shot, Kawhi doesn't think twice from there. Just fires with conviction.
So no problem for the Clippers as they get... All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it.
on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. And this should be a very interesting matchup tonight. Plenty of guys, Doris, on the floor who play, as you like to say, the right way.
Right, Kevin. Experience always broadens your perspective. They understand what goes into winning, and they understand that good habits are built on a nightly basis. They want to make good decisions. These are fundamentally sound groups.
And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point. Tries to keep it alive. On the wing, George. Defended by Booker. For three, Covington sinks the three-pointer.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Ball finds Booker. Now here's Ayton. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line. T.J. Warren picks one up.
Well, Paul George is a difficult defensive assignment precisely for this reason. He's going to force you into contact.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Booker the pass to Warren. Out left to the wing. Ayton a screen on Westbrook. Paul dishes to Ayton. Clock at 6. The Suns need to get a shot off. And finished off by KD.
Well, there's a reason Kevin Durant is finding the basketball late in the clock, because he's proven he can make those shots under pressure.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Here's Ayton. And it's off from three-point range. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Westbrook kicks to Covington. No good with the triple. And it's Warren with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. It's a 3-point game. Paul passes to Ayton. Paul against Westbrook. Booker right side. Three-pointer. The Clippers grab the miss.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And the dunk by Covington.
While he is deliberate, Kawhi Leonard reads the defense and knows when and where to put a pass. That was beautifully done.
George against Booker. Over to the wing. Warren sets the pick for Paul. KD on the wing. Leonard with the steal. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And it's George finishing it off.
Don't allow Paul George loose in fast break situations. He's an absolute force in the open floor. Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
George finds Zubac. And it's Ayton with the rebound. They did, and thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs. And last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures.
And George with the stuff.
You have got to have the right focus and the right reads in the pick and roll. And Paul George making all the right decisions right now, slicing up the defense.
Durant with it. Now Covington defending. Warren kicks to Ayton. Suns moving the ball around. Ayton sets the pick for Paul. Just 4 to shoot. With 1 on the clock. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Los Angeles leading by 5. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Outside, George. Covington in the corner. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the Suns. Booker in the post. Here's Ayton. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
What a savvy pass by Devin Booker, making the smart choice, moving the basketball.
And still a close game as the...
Ladies and gentlemen, your
and getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Robert Covington out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Plumlee in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Well, the big man flashing his touch. DeAndre Ayton makes it look easy.
Here's Leonard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Oh, and with all the gifted range shooters in this league, Doris, it seems like in the clutch, more teams go for those long-distance, quote-unquote, Hail Mary threes, rather than 2 quick field goals inside.
Well, it makes sense if you have guys who work on those types of shots. We see Stephen Curry do this all the time. But I don't always agree that that should be the play. If you have the time, go for high-percentage 2-point looks.
To the paint, deflects the pass, Warren, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Leonard inside, Durant's there, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You can see the kind of savvy Kawhi Leonard plays with. This guy makes the defense commit and gets himself to the foul line.
Terrence Ross is checked in for Phoenix. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Over in the corner, Paul, the 3. Here's Ayton, and he makes good on the layup. Ayton's got 10 points.
This guy, a relentless force on the glass. DeAndre Ayton going to work and getting the putback.
Westbrook kicks to Covington. This one for 3. He can't hit that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. Ross dishes to Warren. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Warren's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, great anticipation of where the open man was going to be. And Terrence Ross finds him immediately. That's really pretty.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Powell, the pass to Leonard. 5 to shoot. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Ayton. Doris, let me ask you this. Is Kevin Durant the greatest scoring forward ever?
I think he is, Kevin, but I also think that limits his greatness, because when Kevin Durant is done and you consider the combination of his handle, his shooting, and the size, we've never seen that combination to this level. He will go down as one of the greatest ever, regardless of attribute you're trying to assign to him.
Ross finds Payne. Here's Landale. Here's Durant. Banked in off the glass. Durant's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, don't you love it when Durant is mixing it up on the interior, using his size to his advantage.
Here's Plumlee. Second chance shot. Landale grabs the miss. For Phoenix, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. KD dishes to Ross.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Durant with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. That one goes in, and now a 3-point Phoenix lead.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Highland passes to Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
Payne kicks to Ross. Looking around, takes a three. Rebound by the Clippers. 1:21 left here in the second. Here's Highland. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Worked that one inside nicely.
And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for Phoenix. They trail by 1. They grab their own miss. Landale pass to Baisley. Here's Landale. Ross on the wing. Passes it to Payne. Here's Landale. From outside, off the mark. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
And the basket by Gordon.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Durant attacking. Here's Landale. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Landale's got his first 2 points. Powell down low. He's guarded by Ross. Outside Gordon. Out to Morris from downtown. Tries again. On the wing, Morris. Over Durant. Off target from the wing.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it...
Thank you, David. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. DeAndre Ayton with a strong contribution so far in this one.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. They've got Terrence Ross, also Cameron Payne out there, and it's Okogie in at the 3. And there's the pass to Leonard. There's the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Leonard's got 7.
This guy loves to help his team space the floor. You have to respect Kawhi's range. He will make you pay.
Now here's Payne. He's covered by Westbrook. Payne passes to Baisley. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Leonard on the wing from outside the arc. And it's Baisley with the rebound. The Suns trail. Covington with the steal. Now here's Leonard. He's covered closely. Westbrook kicks to Covington. Leonard looking over the floor. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Payne passes to Ross. For the tie. Good D by Covington. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Westbrook with it. Working on Payne. And Westbrook gets it to go.
Well, this guy is so special. On the attack on the interior, this guy is seeking contact. He doesn't want to avoid it.
Leonard with the steal. The Clippers have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6.
What we know about Paul George is he has proven to be an elite force on both ends. He can be a lockdown defender, and boy, can he get cooking offensively.
Covington a screen on Paul. Westbrook kicks to Covington. Leonard against Ross. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for 1 more.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Terrence Ross.
I think fans can appreciate Kawhi's understated and quiet personality because between the lines, there's a level of focus, competitive spirit, and most importantly, productivity that you can really appreciate. Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
And George with the stuff.
Excellent job reading the defense. Not content to go to that perimeter game. Called George inside. Nice.
Here's Warren, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Island's checked in.
Well, I love T.J. Warren. The reason, guys, is he's proven to be a dependable scorer who's got good versatility, and he can play either forward position. So important in today's NBA.
Here's Highland. Just 5 on the clock. To the middle. Here's Zubac. It's rebounded by Paul.
Cannot believe he missed that one. Ooh, I'm sure he can't either.
Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Down low. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, just tremendous court recognition. DeAndre Ayton excelling in the pick and roll there.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Here's Highland, defended by Paul. Covington wide open, he fires. No good on the three. And it's Paul with the ball for Phoenix. A 2-point game, stolen by George. Here's Highland. Inside. Covington passes to George. Covington against Ayton. Here's Zubac. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Pass to Warren. Kicks it to Ayton. Six to shoot. Good. Ayton's got 17.
Guys, I like how assertive DeAndre Ayton is looking right now. This is allowing him to stay hot out there.
And the Clippers call time here. The Suns making a switch here. Ross is checked in. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Plumlee, he's checked in for Zubac. Morris comes in for Robert Covington. Gordon's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And Norman Powell subbed in for George. Morris outside. Connects from three-point range. Morris has got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, you can tell that Mr. Morris doesn't lack for confidence. This guy is ready to shoot as soon as it touches his hands.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Ross passes to Ayton, and it's in there. Ayton's got 19 points.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
And the dunk by Powell.
Love the assertiveness of Norman Powell. Boy, turn the lights out.
Near the three-point line, it's Booker. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Clippers. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Teron Lue's going with. They've got Morris. He's out there with Gordon. Huntley out there with Powell. And it's Highland in at the one. Here's Highland, defended by Paul. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on 8.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Kevin Durant's checked in for Phoenix. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Ayton a screen on Westbrook. Ball passes to Ayton. And it's good, 2 points. And that's now 21 points for DeAndre Ayton.
Night after night, game after game, Chris Paul understands where to put the ball and when. Nicely done.
Here's George. Count it. And the Clippers lead by 4.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Ayton, and he uses the glass on the layup. Ayton's got 23.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
There's the pick. Right side Warren. Out to KD. Launches it. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Kevin Durant is a gifted shot maker. What you can do, I can do better.
Booker against George. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Paul looking around. Warren sets the pick for Paul. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Well, over the years, Chris Paul has been such an efficient three-point shooter. He stretches the floor. You've got to honor his ability to shoot it with range.
Leonard kicks to George. Westbrook against Paul. Westbrook passes to Plumlee. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
For the Clippers. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Clippers?
And they've shown. Great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Warren kicks to KD. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
See, I don't think you can teach that. Paul George going right into contact. You love that aggressiveness.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they perform at the line.
Well, consistency is so critical, especially in clutch moments. This guy has got that gene.
Paul passes to Ayton. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Ayton's got 6 here in this quarter.
DeAndre Ayton unafraid in the big moment. Nice delivery.
Outside, George. Plumlee with a screen on Booker. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game. Just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Leonard. Ayton with the block.
Outstanding shot blocker. DeAndre Ayton off his feet in a hurry to send it back. This is what superb defense is all about, guys. He read that all the way.
On the wing, Booker, defended by George. And it's sent back by Leonard. Booker against George. Feeds to Plumlee. It drops.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
There's 47 seconds left in the fourth. Ayton. That shot, no good. Plumlee with some nice D. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Plumlee trying to break loose. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist from Plumlee.
relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing.
And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see this,
the ruling on the floor is overturned.
These players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Westbrook gets it to go.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Oh, beautiful looking shot. I mean, when you can hit it from that deep, wow.
And taken away by Paul. Can't connect. So the Clippers with the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, is the
And looking at how these two teams play, it should be a physical one tonight, Grant, particularly on the glass.
Yeah, bring your hard hat. This is going to be a physical game indeed. Both sides are used to generating extra possessions with their rebounding, so I'm curious to see which club wins that battle.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5.
Yeah, this is a maturity play here. Lots of pressure around him, and he doesn't speed up.
And the free throw, no good.
Well, DeAndre Ayton was so valuable in that 2021 playoff run for the Suns. He shot over 65% the entire postseason on their way to that NBA Finals appearance.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Booker, no good. And the former 1-1, the first overall draft pick. Ayton, he's just a different matchup.
That size, VA, and that great touch around the rim. He runs the floor. He's a big presence down there. You just don't see a ton of centers like him around this league like you once did in the 80s and early 90s. Ayton's game presents a pretty hefty matchup issue.
Booker, the pass to Warren. Booker against Bain. Takes the 3, and that's good. Devin Booker for 3.
Booker's shot is so pretty. Just one of those guys, when you watch him, you feel like every one of them's going in.
To the left wing. Ball against Moran. Pass to Adams. Back to Moran. From the corner. Warren with the rebound.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Ball against Moran. Ball passes to Ayton. Outside Warren. Now here's Durant. Oh, Brooks with the steal. There's Jackson with the 3. Counted from distance.
And that's part of what makes Jackson Jr. so dangerous. He's great inside, but can also shoot from the perimeter.
Here's Durant. Counted. 1 for 1 to start the game.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Outside Moran. Out to the right wing. Paul with a steal.
He couldn't bring the pump fake back in quickly enough, and the defender takes advantage.
Booker no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Jackson outside. Pass to Adams. Just 5 to shoot. Adams a screen. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc.
Man, such a heartbreak last year as the Phoenix Suns had the opportunity to return to the finals, and it just felt like they were destined to get back there. It was their most wins in the season in franchise history. It just didn't play out that way.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Warren with a screen on Bain. For 3, Booker hits the trifecta. Booker's got 6. The Suns' regular season dominance last year speaks to this team's strength.
Oh, yeah, they are so tight between the connection of the coaching staff and their point guard and CP3. These guys have talent. They've been through the ups and downs. They know what it takes to get to the top of the mountain. And make no mistake, this Phoenix team is playing to win it.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. You have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And Morant drops them both. A minute 6 left to play in the first quarter. Booker against Bain. Outside Booker. It's Warren on the wing. 5 on the clock. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
I always feel like he's around the rim and sniffing out more points. T.J. Warren feeling very much at ease with that quality of a shot.
And it's Morant missing. The Suns leading. Kicks it out to Warren. Beyond the arc. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Booker. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And he comes up with a bucket.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
They set a pick. Booker, the pass to Warren. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
And he makes the first.
He's a multi-talented player, is T.J. Warren, and capable of playing now both forward positions with the way the game has changed. A valuable player for what they want to do offensively.
Jackson with a screen on Paul. And here's Morant outside. Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. The Suns on top, up 5. Don't go away. We'll be back with the
fans. Please give a big round of applause for your Suns youth dance team.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And take a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, you have to love their activity level at the defensive end, racking up those steals.
You know, they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. Took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. T.J. Warren out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Durant in at the 3. That's the Suns 5 as we get into the second quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Suns.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
The 3 from Ayton. Another 3 for Phoenix.
DeAndre Ayton happy to shoot at that range. Nice stroke.
And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints, but probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
Outside Durant. Up and over Brooks. That's good from Durant on the assist by Ayton. Durant's got 6.
What a difference it makes to have someone like Kevin Durant on the floor with his 6th sense to launch the shot before the clock can expire.
He drops it from range.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Memphis trailing here. Jackson with a screen on Paul. Morant, the pass to Jackson. On the wing, Bane. And here's Morant outside. The Suns clear it. Stolen by Jackson. Outside for Morant. Jackson with a screen on Paul. Morant, the pass to Bane. Here's Brooks. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
I mean, during his first playoffs, Dillon Brooks proved he was a big game player, going in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah.
You know, talking about Dillon Brooks, also great in those first ever play-in games, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the Grizzlies making the playoffs, winning 2 games. Brooks was outstanding in a win at Golden State, locking down the Warriors on the perimeter.
6 to shoot. The Suns need to get off a shot. Here's a 3 from Paul. Drops in the 3. Paul's got his second basket of the game.
Booker more and more becoming a double threat, not just to score the ball, but starting to realize he can set up his teammates.
Here's Morant. Kevin Durant pulls it in. The Suns have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Warren with a screen on Brooks.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Bain against Booker. Kicks it out to Warren. Durant inside. Shoots. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Jack's up at 3. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
Well, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Outside Morant. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. Phoenix has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Ayton, a screen on Morant. Here's Paul, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
CP3 is so good at initiating contact and just irritating the defense.
Paul hits them both.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Morant against Paul. And it's Morant missing.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
For 3, Booker. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Booker's got 12 points.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Jackson, the screen. Will it go? And it's Morant off the drive. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Love the attacking mindset of Morant. Gets him to the line.
And Morant drops them both. 23 seconds left in the first half of this game. Pass to Ayton. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And they're pushing it up. And he lays it in. 5 points in the game. Now Booker. Ayton, a screen on Bain. Booker, the pass to Paul. And that'll do it for the first half of play.
36. The Grizzlies, 23.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Boy, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
Using all that momentum behind him to finish with power. Gotta love watching him dive toward the rim.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through, throws it down.
On the court for Memphis. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Xavier Tillman is out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Jones in at the point guard position. Both teams are always hunting mismatches. Grant, I'll put it to you here. You prefer a speed advantage or a size advantage over your defender?
Well, BA, it's all about the mismatches. And going back to when I was young and actually had some speed, it was great to be able to have both, depending upon who you went against. If a smaller player guarded you, use your size to shoot right over them. And if a bigger defender was on you, then yes, use your speed to turn the corner and get to the rim. So it depended upon who was guarding you.
Here's Octopi. They get it back. From the arc. Cranes the triple. Octopi's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And not where he earns his money, that three-point shot, but he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Back to Octopi. Clock at 6. Crafty move. Great D that time from Bain.
Well, we talk about the value of great rim protection. That's a shot he typically makes.
Three-pointer, Brooks. Buries it from three. Brooks has got 8 points.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
And stolen by Bain.
Suns foul. Terrence Ross. First personal foul. First team foul.
The free throw drops for Bain.
Grizzlies substitution.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Adams comes in for Tillman. And it's Ja Morant in for Jones. Payne against Morant. And then Morant with the jam!
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
The possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ball game.
Memphis has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Adams, shot's good.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, just helping them get back into their offensive flow.
Phoenix calls timeout, and the Suns going with a whole new group out there. And Phoenix has possession. They led by as many as 18. Outside Durant. Warren finds Durant. Outside for Booker. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. Here's Morant. And he gets that one. 17 points in the game.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
It's Booker on the wing, guarded by Bain. The three from Ayton. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. And the Suns lead by 9.
And that was a timely basket to stop their momentum.
Morant. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's on TJ Warren.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
At the line for 2.
Both good from the line that time. Right around 3 minutes into this second half.
2 minutes remaining.
Paul passes to Booker. Ayton, the screen on Bain. Let's go with a 3. Booker can't get it to go. The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Tipped away. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Oh, Paul with the block.
Always in position to make a play at either end. Chris Paul teed that one up nicely.
And he drives in. He gets it in there. Paul's got 9.
What about the courage right there? Sacrificing his body to get the high percentage attempt at the rim.
Brooks outside. Oh, powered down with both hands.
Oh, come on, B.A. I mean, where's the defense? That's just too easy.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job in help.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
Paul with it. He's picked up by Adams. Morant against Ayton. Shot's good by Morant. Now just a 5-point Suns lead.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Paul passes to Booker. Here's Durant. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here. Hang it up there like that. Paul against Morant. From deep, Payne. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
Here's Ayton. Banked it in off the glass. Ayton's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
And here's Morant outside. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Lets it go from deep. And so it's Phoenix leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Getting lots of great looks. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. 0 chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. T.J. Warren out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Just 3 to shoot. Booker for 3. Adams grabs the miss. Memphis has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Durant inside, hounded by Morant. Ayton against Adams. Pass to Booker. Ayton with a screen. Puts up a 3. And Booker the bucket on the assist by Ayton. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Suns.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace, and that's produced some easy scores.
And the foul on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And it's the Suns with the ball. They led by as many as 18. Warren. Just 5 on the clock. Booker finds Durant. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got 3 assists in the game.
Oh, man. We should grab some popcorn and a blanket and a pillow and settle in. This is going to be a long night watching KD score.
Jackson gets the bucket.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Warren, the pass to Ayton. It's Booker on the wing. To the paint. Here's Warren. Shoots over Jackson. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Well, once Warren has the defender in the air, the defender is really at his mercy. You use the pump fake, then you get the contact.
And the second free throw is good. Memphis trailing here. Left side, Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Timeout called. Memphis. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Booker.
Not sure what the defense is thinking, or if they are. They continue to let him shoot. That is bad defense.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team. He stressed the need to protect the ball. He said, quote, turnovers are killing us. We can't keep giving away possessions. It's a great way to agitate a coach. Let's send it back to the broadcast table now.
And Allie, thanks. Here's Durant. Oh, Adams with the block.
Well, Steven Adams is very much capable of anchoring a defense right there in a great spot to get the block.
Phoenix calls timeout.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
6 on the shot clock. Pass to Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
That's impressive. Kevin Durant just getting up and throwing it down.
Adams with a screen on Paul. Morant with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Ooh, Ayton with the block. And Ayton with the stuff.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
And Morant drops them both.
And those were big shots. At this point in the game, you can't afford to leave any points at the line.
Pass to Ayton. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball. Minute 32 left in the fourth quarter. Warren with a screen on Bain. For 3, Booker. And he's 6 for 12 after that one.
And Booker heating up like this, it's going to lift the confidence of the entire team when he gets it going offensively.
Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders were helpless to stop him.
Here's Paul. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Well, the sell job on the pump fake from Paul is what set that up. Once the D's up in the air, just go right into him. That's 2 free throws.
Timeout call. Memphis. They trail by 8. 107 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Memphis, they're working against the clock now. Bane, no good.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Ayton passes to Durant. Ayton, a screen on Bane. 5 to shoot. Back to Ayton. Wide open look. And he drops that one in.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
The officials were right on top of that one.
So the first one drops, and that brings it within single digits. And Brooks drops them both. There's 39 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Paul finds Ayton. Now Warren, defended by Jackson. Now Booker. Durant for 3. And it's Bane with the rebound.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Brooks from outside. Oh, he nails it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
Things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Chris Paul is going to find anybody that's leaning the wrong way, let alone leaving an open man.
Here's Morant. Phoenix grabs the miss. So the Suns win it. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on.
Clowns with mad style.